Are you still having trouble getting... Are you still having trouble getting in? Okay, let me remake the lobby here. I'm gonna make sure my settings are set for cross-platform. Yep, cross-platform is enabled, so let me just... Alright. Okay, there we go, Sin's in. Alright, looks like there was some issue with the lobby. But no worse for wear. Looks like we've got Stryker in. Chaotic, make sure you try again, because Stryker wasn't able to get in either, but they're able to get in now, so you might be able to get in now. There we go. Looks like they're able to get in. Get the show on the road. Two, three. All right, let's get our last best of 5 going. Game 1. Let's get it on for your blue team. Right off the top, I'm having audio issues. Apologies for that, but we got a goal by Stryker Accelerate in the meantime. Good pressure by Mosafe. And let's introduce our teams. The blue side, we already know our goal scorer, Mosafe. Then Sin and Santamik. Yeah, Santamike. That is your Stryker Accelerate team. And next on the orange side, we've got Caminator, Chaotic, and Ivan for OUG Brigade. And again, Santa Mike getting a second one for Accelerate. I was going to start off saying, you know, as we explained earlier, while we were waiting for the game to get started, you know, there's some cross-division matchups to kind of help with just even things out based on the amount of teams they had and stuff like that. And unfortunately for OUG Brigade, they drew the short straw, getting the #1 seed out of Group D in Stryker Accelerate. So, you know, already showing how much of a tough road they have ahead for them. But Stryker Accelerate will definitely take the advantage and keep their lossless score series. There's a lossless record alive, and Sin gets in on the action as well. A goal apiece for the entire Stryker Accelerate team, and that's what you want to see. 3 goals quickly for the first. My goodness, why is this happening to me? I can't hear it. I'm just gonna have to deal. Just gonna have to deal with no sound. As long as the stream is not having sound issues, can everybody hear the game sound? Is what I want to know. Because if that's the case, I don't care if I can't hear as long as you guys can. So the sound is lagging behind the video. Dang it. I'm having issues, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. I don't know. But another goal for the Accelerate. OUG Brigade definitely having some issues. You know, the issue is that they're facing off against the #1 seed. They're undefeated as well. They're having a tough time. They got to figure out how to adapt if they want to make a series out of this. They definitely need to win this series in order to keep their playoff hopes alive. Otherwise, they might very well be facing elimination, not being able to see any playoffs. But it is so early. We just know what's at stake for this OUG Brigade team. And so far, great defense by Ivan, able to make the stop. And a good momentum starter for OUG Brigade. But Sin coming in, kicks it off the backboard, tries to get second touch. He lays down for Mosave, and Mosave gets the goal. Second for Mosave, 2 for Ivan, and 1 for Sin. It seems like they're evenly spreading around the goals for both teams. Or is spreading around the goals for Accelerate. OUG Brigade has yet to score so far, but there are still 2 minutes left in this game #1. And they're getting the culture shock out of the way. You know, they haven't had a lot of chance to, you know, really prep for this team. Well, they've had a chance, but, you know, it's not in their division, so why would they even put any time towards them until they realize they probably have to work for play them. Anyway, Mosave getting ready to set up for a teammate, but great interception by Caminator. Now, flick past 1, has 1 more to beat. Goes up, met in the air by Mosave, but Chaotic, waiting in the wings. Caminator not able to read the bounce quite right, and now they're back on defense. Clears it to the side, leaves it for both OUG Brigade members, flicks it past 1, gets it another, taps it in, and there's Chaotic with the goal! Brigade finally able to get some momentum going, and what jucking and jiving. Check those axles on those cars. My goodness, Chaotic putting on a clinic of ball control. And what kind of kickoff was that? Double fakes on both ends. Almost looked like Brigade might have gotten a kickoff goal. Mosave sending it to the air, and they can't flick it out enough. And that's Mosave with the hat trick. Why'd you have to steal their thunder, Mosave? They got a goal. They were feeling pretty good about it, and that's what you do to them. That's not nice. I mean, I guess it's vengeance for the ball control that Chaotic just displayed on the entire defense. Stryker Accelerate. Definitely going for vengeance after that goal. They got 1, but we've got the Brazil 7-1. Stryker Accelerate. .52 seconds left in game #1. Brigade's got to feel pretty happy. They got a second one. They got the Brazil. Now we've got 7-2. They got 2 goals on the board. Great speed up on the kickoff. No one there to stop it. And if I'm OUG Brigade on their corner, I would just take this momentum, get the last goal, and just pick up off of that momentum. You know, we've seen both sides of it. We've seen sides where this is just a slow start and they'll pick it up in the next game, and other ones where it's just a sweep. We won't know until the end of this one and the beginning of game number 2 to find out which is which. But 20 seconds ago in game number 1, OUG Brigade trying to make sure that they're the last ones to score in this game 1 to get some momentum going. As the clock hits down, final 10 seconds. Looking to prevent the last second goal. They have an opportunity. It hits the ground and Stryker Accelerate take game number 1. Whoa! Check out that car. That was not intentional, but man, was that cool. That's glitched. That's glitched for sure. I love it. But not a lot to say on that one. That was just a very well executed match by Stryker Accelerate, playing showing exactly why they're the number 1 seed. Plain and simple. They're the number 1 seed, and that's exactly why. But Brigade showed a lot of moxie in the later half of that game number 1, and we'll see if they can keep that momentum going. They were the last ones to score. They were the last ones to score, and we'll see if they can continue where that left off. As we load into game number 2, Accelerate, it's Brigade in this series that's got a lot to prove, and we'll see if they can hang it with the big boys. So far, they're showing a little grit, they're showing a little determination, as Caminator dances past 2, can't get past the last one, but a good stop, a good showing for OUG Brigade off the start. Caminator getting pressured by Law, the sub, and my goodness, Law is not giving them any room to build up any momentum. What a touch by Law. And Accelerate strike first. Hey, Santa Mike. And now it's Accelerate again with control. Pressure by Caminator. Good pinch, but goes right to Mosave. Set up for Law. Left for Mosave. And Chaotic just trying to get around that defense. And it's Ivan chasing Mosave, trying to get pressure just out of reach, but a follow-up by Caminator! And Brigade tie up the score within the first minute. That's what you want to see if you're on the OUG side, making a game of it. Now they just got to make sure that Stryker does not run away with it. As Mosave takes it to the skies, met in midfield. Good redirect. But no pressure just yet as Chaotic sends it further into the blue zone. Into the midfield line it goes. Law and Mosave both go for it. Mosave gets to a first shot wide. Trying to kick the side by Ivan. Now Law trying to get a pressure. Gets the 50, gets it past Chaotic. And Stryker Accelerate take the lead. Just unfortunate for Caminator. Got in front of it, got a touch on it. But gets it right back off the kickoff. A laser And we got a raid from Sporty. Welcome, guys. You're tuning in to an interesting series. We've got Stryker Accelerate, the 6-0 undefeated out of Group C, facing off against the 2-4 OUG Brigade. Game number 1 was a definite slam dunk for Stryker Accelerate, but it's OUG Brigade keeping up with the big boys and really showing that they belong in this division as well. Definitely giving it to Accelerate as we are tied in this game number 2. A good tap. Caminator just out of his reach as Law is now chasing it down, looking for a quick counterattack. You saw Sin just kind of waiting in the back wings and getting demoed for it as Ivan tries to get a little pinchy do, but can't do it just yet. Mosave sends it back into the orange corner. Now with possession is Accelerate, but stolen by Caminator, who has been a monster in this game too for OUG. Gotta watch out for him if you are Stryker. Good tap by Ivan. No one there to follow up. It just sails to the far wall. Caminator just out of his reach. Mosave with possession. Lays it down for Sin. Off the sidewall. Law goes for it. But Ivan gets in the way and stifles that offensive attempt and now will clear. To the midfield though. A little bumping. A little rubbing. But now it's Law with possession. Sends it clear. Gets the tap but hits 2 posts and out. My goodness. Had a good chance for a counterattack, but couldn't bury it. And is this the start of a Stryker Accelerate breakdown? Because, you know, the last game they couldn't miss. Now they had great opportunities a couple times and could not bury it. And we are tied 2-2 with a minute 20 to go in game number 2. Looking like from game number 1 is going to be a series. Great bump though, and that's what you need. Ivan gets demoed out of the play as Mosave just settles it down. Great presence by Sin, and Stryker Accelerate take the lead. I mean, you can't be mad at that one. That was just a great play, even acknowledged by the opposition. And we will see how OUG responds in the last minute. It seems like when you can't beat them, boom 'em has gone into effect, and Stryker Accelerate, they've had a tough time beating them straight up and now taking to the demos. 50 seconds remaining. And Stryker Accelerate, no, a 1-goal lead is not safe enough, looking to keep that offense going. Out of the range of Mosave, but Sin will take it. Sin and Law both go up for it off the sidewall. Now they're just back passing because they have nobody else to go for it since they double committed. And now Chaotic with possession. He's juked him before. Can't do it now. Mosave clears it down for Law. Law tries to take a shot, but cleared back into the blue zone. Ivan in chase. Taken by Law with possession. 15 seconds, 10 seconds to go. Brigade have to find an answer if they want any chance of keeping this series alive. 3 seconds. Chaotic waiting in the wings. Shet on the grounder. And Accelerate win it by 1. I love that glitch car. I'm keeping it. A much, much better showing for OUG Brigade. But it still wasn't enough so far. Stryker Accelerate on match point.
Assemble.
Thank you, Sporty, with the raid. Really appreciate it. And welcome to all you Sportyites. You tuned in for a good series. Hopefully we're going to take it a 5. Thank you, Santa Mike, for the follow. Appreciate it. And thank you for the raid as well, which will be showing up shortly once we get started. Might not show up in time, we'll see.
Assemble.
Just in time as we load up into game number 3. Really appreciate the raid. As we load into game 3, a crucial game 3 for OUG Brigade. They have to win this in order to keep this series alive. The players are starting to load in now. All right, they're loaded in. Let's take it to the pitch. And we will see how OUG responds. They've really picked up momentum as each game progresses. Will this be the culmination of them getting a game win in this series, possibly doing the reverse sweep? We will see. It is up to them to get past this juggernaut that is Stryker Accelerate. Caminator sends it to the far wall, misdirecting past Accelerate. Left over for Ivan. Kicked back to midfield by Accelerate. Set up for Santa Mike, who's back in the game. Left in the middle. Mosafe will take it. Pass down the Law. Settled down by Mosafe, but no one can get to it. And it's Ivan who gets the last touch, and everyone on defense. Oh, that is trippy. I thought my game glitched. That goal explosion is trippy. Oh, I haven't seen that yet. That's crazy. But Brigade striking first after a great defensive stance. Accelerates, send in the house, but it wasn't enough. And a quick counter. Chaotic has an opportunity, gets it past them, and get a 2-goal lead. Chaotic, he's great on those breakaways. You got to watch out for him. Accelerate, they showed such dominance in game number 1, and slowly, game by game, it's slowly falling out of their grasp. And OUG Brigade is starting to gain a lot of momentum. They're now up 2 goals from game number 1, where they scored 2, but it was more towards the end after Accelerate scored 7. So again, Brigade slowly picking up the pace, picking up the isms of Accelerate, and now are capitalizing on it. And Accelerate want to take it in a sweep, but right now behind 2, there's still plenty of time. But if they don't get a score within the next minute or so, I guess there's your answer. Law gets Accelerate on the board from midfield, gets a tap, another touch to the top corner. Oh my goodness, the precision of this man is insane. And just like that, Law steps up. Must have heard me talking, because he's like, oh, we're behind? Crap. 2 quick strikes for Law. And just like that, we've got a tie ball game with a lot of time left. OUG Brigade gotta find a way to stop the bleeding before it's too late. They had a good system going for them, but quickly undone in a matter of seconds by Law from Stryker Accelerate. And now have to start over again. Ivan gets it past 1, but not out of the zone yet. Just out of reach of Chaotic. Caminator, the last one. Able to get a touch, sends it to the air, puts it on net, off the backboard, touched by Oh, unfortunate own goal by Santa Mike. Wanted to get it out of the goal line, but couldn't do it. And just like that, OUG Brigade regained the lead. A goal apiece for OUG Brigade. Really spreading the love here. Offensive-wise, good setup. Good read by Caminator. Clears it to the far side, out of danger. Santa Mike was chomping at the bit for that one. Kick to the far corner where Mosif is waiting, but with oh, he got full boost. I thought Law was the one with no boost. Who's now up for it, sends it into the orange zone for now, but at left for midfield, goes right to the defenders. Just out of reach though. Finally recovered by Law, but not out. Kicked along further by OUG Brigade. And now back the other way it goes. Santa Mike looking for a goal. Can't find it just yet. Good center. Shot by Mosave, high to the far side. Demos Caminator for the miss. Settled down, a little double commit by Accelerate. A little undisciplined on the Accelerate side. Seeing a lot of double commits, and maybe this is just a bit of cockiness, or maybe Brigade has just really got them frazzled. Good touch by Chaotic. Got it past two, but can't get it past the third. Off the backboard, settled down. Just a little too high for Law, and it goes back towards their own net. Can he get it out of the way? Most safe does, but Chaotic is there, just overruns the ball. Had a shot opportunity, couldn't bury it, but they're still in the lead with 40 seconds to go. Can they make this a series? Can they hold on to this lead? 30 seconds in the blue zone is exactly where OUG wants it to be. Trying to maintain possession, keep it out of the hands of Accelerate. So far, so good, but Santa Mike gets it out of the zone. Set up for Mosave. No one there defended, and a tying goal in the final 15 seconds. Is not what you want to see if you're an OUG fan. Oh my. So close to winning it in regulation, but still 10 seconds. They might do it. They have a chance to end it in regulation, but 4 seconds to go. They might just say, screw it, we're just gonna go settle in an overtime. Maybe not, they still have a chance to score. Oh my God. A 0-second goal for Law. And the hat trick, no less. Oh, a gut punch to Accelerate as a gut punch, I'm sorry, to OUG Brigade as that was their best shot to win a game in the series and just stolen from them by Law. What a game. GG's to both teams for putting up an excellent match. And congratulations to Accelerate for putting up a... Yeah, that's the wrong scoreboard. I'm not... My setup is messing up left and right. I'm not sure what's going on. But congratulations. And if you guys want to do an interview, I sent Sin the link. I'll send it again. That's the link, Sin, if you guys want to do an interview. Oh, looks like he does. All right. Okay. Looks like Sin will be joining. He keeps clicking the link. I don't know why he keeps going back into the lobby, but it's not. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, guys. Really appreciate the compliments. It means a lot. And I'm always happy to cast for you guys. Okay, looks like it's working now. So, can you hear me now, Sin?
I can. Perfectly clear. Translucent.
Perfect. Congratulations on the win. How you feeling?
You know, it's been a long time coming for Accelerate to have an undefeated record. The boys have been working really hard. We've been playing together for a few seasons now, and this is a very, very specific roster that's been hand selected, and everyone brings a really great strength to the team, so I couldn't be happier.
Yeah, and now how many seasons has Accelerate been has it been playing the whole time since the Skyward's inception, or how many seasons have you guys played together?
The roster has varied between seasons. There was an Accelerate when IGL was still a thing. Again, we have rotated between players a lot. So with this roster now, with Kitten or Meow, sorry, that's his nickname, with Meow and Minnie and Mosif and myself, and with Law, we've been together for I think about 3 seasons now, and it's just been progressing more and more. And with Outlaw being our manager, he's encouraged us and given us motivation, and everything is just starting to mesh together. So again, I couldn't be prouder about the boys, and we're just waiting to take it to the finals.
Definitely. So speaking of meshing together well, I mean, you guys had a strong game one, and then slowly, OEG Brigade started to build up some momentum. But every time they built momentum, you guys were able to kind of snuff it out and win it in the end. What's going through your guys' comms and minds in games 2 and 3?
Well, with 2 and 3, when they started going back to 2, and mind you, we did play a very good team. I've seen them play out of their minds before, so we didn't go in there thinking we were just gonna dominate the field. But with the second game, I believe it was kind of just maybe a little bit of cockiness that kind of just the morale motivation boosted us. So there was a lack of comms. However, they did take advantage of that, and I do commend them for that. With game three, it was more of, hey, we kind of know what's going on, so we need to buckle down and just finish this out and take it to game three, and hopefully we get the sweep. But again, they are an amazing team, and I don't want to take anything away from them. It was a pleasure to play them, and I would love to play them again.
Well, yeah, well, depending on how well they do, it's a tough. Looking at the rankings is going to be tough for them to be in the playoffs. I was going to say maybe you'll see them in the playoffs, but it's going to be a hard road for OEG Brigade. Yeah, in Santa Mike's own goal. you know, you can't help it sometimes. You do get mistakes. So, with your undefeated record, has there been a lot of challenges? Have you been tested a lot? Because, sometimes when you get undefeated, you find your first loss in the playoffs. So has there been a lot of tests along the way during your undefeated record?
Say AGL. I know it's not regarding this league, but AGL, we've had our first 2 games. Those were 2 very strong matches that we actually did end up losing. We ended up winning the third week, but with Skyward, it just seems like we've meshed so well that there have been some pretty good games against a few teams like Ace Phantoms. They did a really good job playing against us, but it just seems like everything has flowed so well that I can't really think of an absolute wall that we came against that we had to break through.
Awesome. So, I mean, with that, I mean, you can't really, you come in with the playoffs, prepared for, a true test because that's where a lot of the other teams come in and it's like So what's your mindset going into the we're just 1 week away from the playoffs. So what's your mindset going into the playoffs?
Well, we still have one more game to go, and we definitely like to take it one game at a time. We don't like to focus too much on the future. However, going into the playoffs, we're definitely going to try to get a few more scrimmages down within the Striker team and the Striker Discord, and hopefully we can get a few more practices in so we can just get that chemistry just a little bit more down, get the roster rotations down and set, and then hopefully we can just push our way through the playoffs once we reach that point. So I have full confidence in us, but the teams that we're going to come up against, I bet it's going to be a challenge. So we're not going to expect to just win every single game, but we're definitely going to put our best roster and foot forward. So that's what I got.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, before I let you go, any shout outs you'd like to make?
Oh, obviously, shout outs to my team. Definitely a shout out to you. You did amazing, amazing while casting. And I wish I could have had you cast a few other games because, again, you're awesome. Shout out to Outlaw for pushing this team and being a great manager. Shout out to OUG because I know there's a lot of people in that Discord that run that league amazingly and everything else that they have to do. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I got. But again, it was a pleasure to play this team, and I hope to see him again in the future.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining me, and good luck to you next week.
Thank you very much, sir. It's a pleasure. I'm going to sign off.
Talk to you later, man.
All right.
All right, and that was Sin, captain of Striker Accelerate. Again, a great series. We had a couple sweeps, but they were pretty close. I mean, they were close games, entertaining nonetheless. I hope you guys had a great time. I want to thank everybody for the new follows and the raids. We've got Sin, Santa Mike, Ignition SB, King Me Boss, Sporty FC with the raid, Hungriger Krieger, Quisby, Harter, and that's it for tonight. But that's my last game as well. But stick around. We're gonna raid somebody. Let's see who is online right now. Oh, yeah, we're gonna send it over to our fellow Striker caster Zen Zero. He's not casting right now, but he is streaming.
List. I wonder if it's David.
We're gonna say.
I don't know. I hope not, though. I hope not. Yo, Shay and you'll smash. It was.
That's a little soundbite of Zen Zero stream right now. But we're gonna go over firsthand and say hi. But that's going to be it for me tonight. I really appreciate everybody coming out and casting. Looking forward to seeing more of your games with playoffs coming around the corner. Very excited. But for now, that's it for me. Really appreciate it, guys. Have a good weekend. Have a good night. I'll see you on the next one.